Hey, this is Josh Hanley with eXp Realty with your Central PA real estate and housing market update for Wednesday, May 27th. Now, normally these are released on Monday, but Monday was a holiday, Memorial Day, and so I'm still getting caught up from that. I might have had a little bit too much fun on Monday. Maybe you did as well. But the numbers are interesting. We saw a lot of activity over the last week. I think in part a combination of a number of different things, but let's go ahead and unpack the numbers and maybe talk through it. So for those of you who don't know, last Tuesday, our governor reopened real estate, allowing us to do in-person transactions with very specific guidelines to do our best to keep everyone safe and healthy. And we're certainly abiding by those guidelines and still doing as much as we can virtually and remotely. And when meeting in person, keeping everyone safe with masks, sanitizing, etc. Anyway, in part because of that, and I think also in part because of going into a holiday weekend, we saw a big spike in new active listings. In fact, almost double, well, a little bit more than 50% more new active than the trailing 7 days, which we'll look at here. We also saw a big spike in back to active. These are properties that were pending, they were under contract, and they came out of contract back on the market. So when you combine those two, that's a lot of new listings, new opportunities for buyers. We saw a ton of price decreases. I think that was sellers getting more realistic about their listing price and making that change in anticipation of the holiday weekend to create more activity. A ton of pending listings, which means properties that went under contract, and a fair amount of closed as well. Now let's look at comparing. So as you can see, a big increase in new active, double the amount of back to active, a lot more price decreases, almost double the number of pendings and increase in closed. And we'll see that number tick even higher because of this week being the end of the month as well. Now, here's the thing though. We are still in an inventory crisis. There is still by far many more motivated, ready, willing, and able buyers than there are homes to sell them. And this is a screenshot that just shows last year at this time, May 2019, just in Cumberland County. Now, these numbers are for Cumberland, Perry, and Dauphin combined. But just taking a little snapshot here of just Cumberland County, last year at this time, we had 1,361 active properties for sale, okay? All residential properties for sale. Right now, as of May 2020, we have 515. That is a small fraction of the number, and there's still a ton of demand. What that means for you is, if you're thinking about selling, now may be an incredible opportunity for you, and we should talk about how we can help you do that with as little hassle as possible. We can help you maximize your equity and do so in with very little hassle or in a very short window of time, all while keeping everyone involved in the transaction as safe and healthy as possible. So if you're thinking about buying, another thing that we are doing because of this is we're putting together a free list of off-market properties customized specifically for you. So if you are thinking about buying, maybe you are someone who's thinking about selling and buying, you're looking to downsize, maybe you're looking to make an upgrade, we can do all of that for you. We can help you navigate all that, again, with as little hassle as possible and keep you as safe and healthy as possible. And as I mentioned, for sellers, we have 3 different options, all of which are designed to help you get the most equity in the littlest amount of time with the littlest amount of hassle and liability on your part as well. So if you would like more information about any of those options, you can call or text me. The number's on here. You can email me, or you can schedule a free 15-minute consultation at josh15.com. josh15.com. All of these services are 100% free, no cost or obligation whatsoever. Thanks for checking out this week's Central PA Real Estate and Housing Market Update, and I'll look forward to chatting with you real soon.